Well, I thought I'd just come out into the new orchard and see how things are going. It's always good to have a look around this time of year because there's actually something to see on the trees. I picked a few fruit off here already actually. This conference pear, really rubbish little pears on there this year. Last year has a few good ones. You can see a tiny little one up there. Very small. The other conference pear in the other field has got hardly any fruit on it as well though. Cox's orange pippin here. I picked quite a lot off here actually, good crop this year. And they're looking a lovely colour now, they're really nice. I love the colour of fruit on a tree in the autumn. Look at that, it's beautiful, isn't it? You know, what can be better than those fruit on there? So we got a little crop on here. I picked the best ones as well. Come on that, some of the trees don't have much on this. I'm not going to stop at all of them because that'll just take forever. But they're getting going now. I mean, this one here, this is a Spartan. I picked some off here. Good tall tree that. Maybe a bit spindly where I pruned them up a bit too much perhaps. And here is the Bramley apple tree. Again, good cropper on there. Not bad for a young tree. There's some big whopper apples on there. Look at the size of them. That's why everyone loves a Bramley for a cooker, because look at the size of the apple on there. I don't even get the scale of that. That is a whopper. Brilliant. A few more eating ones up here. The rosemary russet. First apple on there. I can just see something's had a go at that. So you can see a little hole on the side. If I zoom in. Just there. I bet it's probably either a wasp or probably a bird or something's pecked on that. Birds do like to get on these fruit now. So I'm going to go across here now to the tree that I had a problem with earlier with the canker. Now that one I trimmed up and you can see it's gone bonkers. I've already pruned it once. If you remember, I cut the top off because it had canker in the bottom. I've already pruned it up once, and again, look at the growth on it. It's phenomenal. Now that, let me just jump over actually. So you can see the cut mark I made. I did that, I don't know when that was, March time perhaps. I'm probably going to cut that one off, it's going off at a funny angle, but this is the new tree I think. Look at that! That's grown in 6 months, that's grown a metre probably, that shoot. These can come off, look. Don't need these down here. So I have to get my penknife and trim, or a pair of pruning things to trim it off. So it was a success so far in the fact that I've got a branch that's going to go on up and make a good tree. So I was thinking, crikey, if I cut this off it'd be a disaster, but actually no, it's not. So let's leave that one. Let's go on up. It's a few young cattle we got in the field. Some apples on this again. This one's doing quite well. So this is the first year I think that these trees all started to crop quite nicely. Now here's our young cattle here. Bit of a mixed bag again. Again we got ringworm in them, which is pretty chronic. But after going through the palaver of trying to treat them last year, I'm just not going to bother now because the treatments I had just didn't work. So it's best left. I think it actually comes right on its own in the end. These aren't looking that great, they need a bit more feeding up. There's some Aberdeen Angus's here we'll keep on, a few Frisian steers and some Frisian heifers. A bit of a mixed bag really. Go on up, let's just have a look at this last tree up here because this one's got some lovely coloured apples on it. Now we're up the top end of the orchard, this is the cider fruit. I always plant the cider fruit far from the farmhouse because I don't really need it that often, whereas the eating fruit I just want to nip out and get when I want an apple. But look at this apple here, look at that, it's gorgeous. Can I, climb over the fence? Look at the colour of that. Let me just get that down, I don't need to worry about that. I'm going to give that a polish because I reckon that'll polish up lovely on my jumper, on my shirt. Look at that! I don't know if you can get how the beautiful redness of that apple. Now I can't remember what variety it is until I look at my little plaques that I put on the side. Let's have a look. Okay, so this is a Tom Putt, and it's planted by the Stevenson family in 2010. And this is the first year I think it's actually got some decent fruit on it. But look at its beautiful colours. That's a lovely coloured red on there, that apple. But I've got this one in my hand. I've really given it a good shine. It almost looks like a waxy apple. It doesn't almost look real. So then, anyway, right. Okay. So we're going to give it a bit of a taste test. Now that looks lovely, but it's a cider apple. So I imagine this is going to taste very dry and not very nice. But look at the colour of it. Doesn't that look good? It looks like something that Snow White would probably bite on. Right, let's give it a go. Actually, I'm really surprised. That's actually quite nice. I was expecting that to be a kind of horrible dry apple, but that's all right, and it's kind of different from everything else you normally get. Not bad at all. You actually wouldn't know that was a cider fruit. I'll have to check, make sure it is. I'm pretty sure it is though. But you know, I've had a lot worse apples than that, and a lot worse from the supermarket as well. Anyway, let's finish my tour of this little bit of the orchard. You can see there aren't fruit on the other trees. A lot of them didn't have any fruit on this year, and I'm not really worried about that because they do seem to come and go in seasons, and some years they have them, some years they don't. But yeah, this orchard's just starting to come together now. Really pleased with it. Been here 6 years now.